think that's, what, less than 3 weeks away.
Getting close.
Getting close. All right, so a lot can happen between now and then, Robert, obviously. And despite Stanford losing today, you said that you feel good about the Pac-12 having 5 teams in as it stands.
Yeah, with 3 games to go in the tournament, I still think Stanford's in a good position, and they would probably be the 5th team right now.
Okay, so let's run through those 5 teams. I want you to take me through each one and give me one thing that you think is going to be the real critical piece for them to either improve on or make sure that they've got, all shored up as we head into March. And we're going to start with USC and maybe an X-factor player for each team as well.
So USC, in their losses, they really have not shot the ball well. The Mobley twins, we know how good they are inside, but they have at times can go through cold stretches. They shot bad from the free throw line today. That could be an issue, but they are going to have good perimeter shooting consistently to really make a run in March.
All right, how about an X-factor guy?
I'm going to go big brother, Isaiah Mobley. He did not play well today. One of the reasons they probably lost. When he scores double figures, they're 8-0 this year. And when he plays well, they kind of give you the vintage San Antonio Spurs, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, the Twin Towers inside. I'm going Isaiah Mobley.
Yeah, USC, their length is going to be a matchup nightmare for teams as they try to, figure out preparing for them on short notice, hopefully in the NCAA tournament. All right, UCLA. Jaime Jaquez has said on Thursday night that every single game right now for the Bruins is like they're playing in a tournament game. So what's the key for them?
Well, without Chris Smith and now Jalen Hill, we don't know his status. They're a little bit smaller, not as physical inside. Coach Cronin's one of the best in the country at defense and rebound, and he's talked about rebounding. And UCLA is 12-0 this year when they hold opponents to 30% less offensive rebounding. So the message, UCLA, box out your man and you're unbeatable. That's what we're going with.
I'm sure Mick Cronin's glad you're hearing that. I'm sure he'll play that tape over and over again. X-factor player for the Bruins.
Yeah, to me it's Jules Bernard. They just like USC, when Mobley plays well, they're 8-0 when he scores in double figures. He was offensive rebounding great at the beginning of the year, and he can make some shots. Sometimes you need those X-factor players to step up if you want to make a run deep in the tourney, which I think UCLA can.
Yeah, just saw one of those highlights there. He made some big shots against UW, even though Juzang was the story in that win. All right, how about Oregon, the team that we're about to see coming up?
So Oregon, they have to get healthy and really build continuity. Will Richardson is now back running the point. Eric Williams is day-to-day. But through all the adversity they've been through with COVID, with injuries, Dana Altman in the past has done a great job of getting his teams to play well together down the stretch. Can he do it this year? If he can, they can make a deep run in March Madness as well.
All right, who's their X-factor player as you look at a guy who's going to make a difference?
I'm going to go LJ Figueroa. You see they're out in transition. He's their energy guy. When they score, he plays the front of the press. He's a matchup problem because of his size and skill, can score inside and outside. But when he plays well, it adds another dimension to their team.
Yeah, I think Sun Devil fans will remember him. He had a big game against ASU when he was with St. John's a couple years ago in the NCAA tournament. All right, Stanford and a coach you know very well, and Jared Haas. What's the message for them?
Well, Coach Haas, I think coming down the stretch here, it's about chemistry. They have dealt with a lot of adversity, maybe more than anyone in the country. And now with Zaire, Bryce, and Dejan back, how will they be able to gel? Especially because Jaden Dallaire has stepped up. You have Oscar Da Silva. Spencer Jones has been great. If they can build chemistry down the stretch, I still think they can make a great run. Not just get in the tournament, but make a great run in March Madness. They have to not turn the basketball over.
Yeah.
They have to value the basketball. We'll show it here later, but the turnovers really could be a problem.
Yeah, 23 turnovers today, I believe. All right, and then who's their X-factor player?
Well, it's Michael McConnell, and my heart goes out to him because he played unbelievable today. He's normally an 80% free throw shooter. He missed 2, but this is a guy who controls tempo for them, runs the show. The least talked about freshman on this team, but he's had a tremendous impact for them, and he's a key for me.
All right, last one, Colorado.
The Colorado Buffs, they cannot settle for three-point shots. They have to drive the ball to the basket. Versus Oregon on Thursday, they shot 27 threes and 9 free throw attempts. You want to have 27 free throw attempts and maybe 9 threes. And why? Because Colorado is the best free throw shooting team in the country. They're on pace to be maybe the best free throw shooting team in the history of Division I basketball. If you're Tab Boyle, you're preaching, get that ball to the paint, draw contact, make some plays inside.
That's like the McKinley Wright special, basically.
Exactly.
All right, and then who's their X-factor player? Because we know McKinley's going to be the guy.
Yeah, to me, it's the lefty and the senior Deshaun Schwartz. When they struggled last year at this time, he struggled. And Deshaun Schwartz is the key to me. He doesn't need to play unbelievable, but if he can be consistent, they have the potential, I love this team, to be a second weekend type team in the NCAA tournament.